Hello Earth signs, let's see what the upcoming weekend has in store for you. And it could be about pretty much anything. Love, finances, friendship, trips, whatever comes up. We'll have 4 separate spreads in this reading. The first spread is for all Earth signs, it's like a bonus, and then there's going to be a separate spread for every Earth sign individually. Timestamps should be in the description box down below. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is for all Earth signs. We have Death, clarified by the Ten of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, clarified by the Sun, and we also have Temperance on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, or any zodiac sign. So here's what's going on, Earth signs. This is either a reconciliation attempt, an attempt, or if you recently broke up with somebody, and if you've still been kind of struggling with it, perhaps it's a new person entering your life, and things will change. You'll finally let go of what happened to you in the past between you and another individual. One of the air signs had a very similar reading, by the way, maybe Aquarius. All right, so yeah, but for most of you, I think it's a reconciliation attempt, right? So we have Death clarified by the Ten of Wands, and by the way, I'll just focus on the reconciliation attempt scenario, right? Death clarified by the Ten of Wands. So Death could be a Scorpio. You could have been dealing with Death as a Scorpio major arcana card, but Death is a card of an ending. Right? It could definitely be interpreted as a card of an ending. The Ten of Wands clarifying it is a card of a burden. So somebody here is not taking the ending that lightly, right? It's a burden. They're struggling. They've got issues because of that, right? And I assume that's the person you're dealing with. You're probably also still struggling, right? Because the Ten of Wands is a card of a struggle because of the ending. Temperance on the bottom of the deck could be a Sagittarius you're dealing with, but Temperance is a card of healing. Okay, Temperance is a card of healing, patience, balance. It's a card of rekindling, reconciling, and that type of energy, right? Here comes the Page of Pentacles, Earth sign. So the Page of Pentacles, I think this is where that reconciliation attempt comes in. And for some of you, they could just make something up, right? They may text you or call you and tell you, hey, I found this thing at my home or in my car that belongs to you. Do you want it back? But obviously, it's just an excuse. For others of you, the Page of Pentacles could be something more serious. They could call you or text you and tell you, hey, our favorite band is in town and they're playing over the weekend. I got tickets. Let's go. Right? Or it could be anything else. Tickets to a game, to a show, to a party, what have you. All right? It could be money. If they owe you money, by the way, they'll give you some money back. Right. And then we have the Nine of Cups clarified by the Sun. Those are really, really happy cards. Really happy cards. All right. The Nine of Cups is a card of a wish come true and satisfaction and fulfillment. In some tarot decks, in the Nine of Cups, people are sitting around and socializing. Right. So for some of you, maybe the Page of Pentacles was that ticket to go to one of those events. Okay, and the Sun clarifying it could be a Leo. You're dealing with the Sun as a Leo major arcana card. We're getting ready to start Leo birthday season, right? This weekend is the last Cancer birthday season weekend, and we start Leo birthday season in a couple of days after this weekend is over, right? So you could be dealing with a Leo. But at the same time, the Sun is the happiest card in a deck. It's a major arcana card, and with the Sun, we usually feel on top of the world. So I don't know if you're going to be happy because you're reconciling with them, or you're going to be happy just about the fact that this person is reaching out to you. But you'll be happy nevertheless. All right? Cool. Taurus, we have the Six of Swords clarified by the Seven of Swords. Then we have the King of Swords clarified by the Page of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have Cancer on the table. What is it? Weekend getaway? Taurus, is it you and this King of Swords running away? I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. If you're just gonna, just you and this King of Swords will go somewhere and you may not even tell anybody. Okay, for others of you, you could be going to a Cancer birthday party, and maybe you're meeting this person at that Cancer birthday party, and they'll tell you, you want to get out of here, and you will. You will. All right, and maybe you'll go to another party, or maybe it's just the two of you spending a lot of time together and having a great time. All right, so that's what's going on. You're definitely dealing with this King of Swords right there in the middle, Taurus. So it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or somebody with some major air placements in their chart. They're clarified by the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is either an invitation or a date. They could be asking you out on a date. Or if you're already meeting somewhere while you're out, while you're socializing, this is them approaching you and telling you want to get out of here, and you'll most likely say sure. All right? This reading actually starts with the Six of Swords clarified by the Seven of Swords. This is, I was a little surprised by the Seven of Swords here, but this is where that you getting away and not telling anybody comes in, right? That's what the Seven of Swords could be. Or if you are at some kind of a party and you're meeting this King of Swords at a party, they will tell you want to get out of here, and you'll go before the party is over, right? Maybe you won't even tell anybody you're leaving. You'll just sneak out with this King of Swords, right? That's how I see this. The 6 clarified by the 7. Okay, the Chariot on the bottom of the deck is a Cancer major arcana card. We're wrapping up Cancer birthday season this weekend. Well, a couple of more days, Monday and Tuesday, I think. But you could be going to this birthday party. The Chariot could also a card of literally going somewhere, just going, right? Just like the Six of Swords. Okay, and at the end we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is an amazing card. Maybe this is the universe jumping the gun and telling you what you two can have together, right? Because the Ten of Cups qualifies as a happy family. It's the happily ever after card. Or maybe you two are going somewhere together with them, and you're just having a blast. You're just, having some kind of a moment, or the whole weekend is just going to be amazing between you and this person. All right? Cool. Virgo, we have the Five of Cups clarified by the Page of Cups. We have the Sun, the King of Wands clarified by the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have Earth, Taurus, and the Virgo, Capricorn. I'm just going to be honest with you, Virgo. For some of you, this spread is a repeat of the first spread that I did for all Earth signs. Very similar. Very similar. So if that person that we talked about in the first spread for all Earth signs happens to be a fire sign, it's them again, with that King of Wands energy present here. What's going on here in this reading? Let's focus on that. For some of you, it is an ex coming back to you, trying to get back together with you because of Mercury retrograde. We all love Mercury retrogrades. Or if it's not an ex, maybe it just never got off the ground. Right? Maybe it's not an ex, maybe they ghosted you in the past, or life got in the way, or they went MIA, right? And they've been regretting it ever since, right? So yeah, the Five of Cups, the first card that came out, the Five of Cups is definitely to do with the past, okay? For some of you, it's because it's your ex coming back. For others of you, it's just maybe you were supposed to go on a date, maybe you even went on a date, but then they went missing, right? But the Five of Cups is a card of grief, regret, and disappointment. The Page of Cups, clarifying it, is most likely an apology. In either scenario, it's an apology coming from them. Either they're apologizing for breaking up with you, or they're apologizing because they ghosted you, or they never returned your phone calls, or never texted you after that date, or what have you. The Sun in the middle could be a Leo you're dealing with. The Sun is a card of clarity, so they may have some kind of an alibi as to why it never happened between the two of you the first time around, if it's not an ex. But at the same time, it's a Leo major arcana card, right? And the King of Wands, the next card that came out, is also a Leo, or a Sagittarius, or an Aries, right? The Six of Pentacles, clarifying that, is a card of an equal give and take. It's a very generous card, right? And maybe they will come back and be very generous with you this time around. If they were breadcrumbing you in the past, not going to happen anymore. Okay, and the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, it is an Earth sign indicator. You're an Earth sign, as we all know. But perhaps this is what's coming from them. Perhaps the Knight of Pentacles has something to do with that Six of Pentacles clarifying that King of Wands. Again, maybe they prepared something expensive. Maybe they want to impress you. Perhaps they know that the only way either to get you back, or the only way to get your interest again, is to present you with that Knight of Pentacles. Again, could be something expensive, but at the same time, the Knight of Pentacles is all about long-term, right? It's the most serious, stable, long-term oriented Knight out of all 4 Knights. So no matter how you look at it, they're going to offer you something serious, stable, maybe expensive. Virgo. All right? Cool. Capricorn, we have the 6 of Wands clarified by the 5 of Swords, Justice, the 3 of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Libra or any zodiac sign. You know what you're doing, Capricorn? You're celebrating some kind of a major victory. And it doesn't look like it's something unexpected. I think you've been waiting for it. Perhaps even working really hard towards it. But it's definitely a victory. I wouldn't be surprised if you're winning in a lawsuit or something like that. Right? Yeah. Let's talk about this spread real quick. We have Justice in the middle. Justice could be a Libra you're dealing with, but Justice could be like a government agency, right? Like a court, okay? Or it could be any other government agency. Or with the Justice card, you're finally getting what you deserve. Justice will prevail, Capricorn. To the left from the Justice card, we have the 6 of Wands clarified by the 5 of Swords. Here comes the victory. And it's going to be a victory recognized by a lot of people. And it's just going to be the type of victory where the losing side will be devastated. All right? The losing side will be devastated because of that 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords could be interpreted many different ways. And one of them is like a major victory, major victory where the losing side is just devastated, right? And the 6 of Wands is a card of victory and success, recognition. It's a great card to have. Okay, triumph. The 6 of Wands is a triumph card. The 7 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, it is a card of waiting. So perhaps you've been waiting for this, right? And the 3 of Cups right next to the deck is a card of a celebration. So I think you're celebrating that major victory. Okay? Capricorn, let me know what you're winning. But it could be like a promotion, you know, you could be winning a contract if you run your own business, or maybe, there could have been some kind of a competition and you're still winning. All right? Cool.